What's up, guys? So yesterday the Premier League season officially came to an end, and Arsenal were handed over their Premier League trophy. It was a whole lot of celebration for the club management, for the coach, that's talking about Mikel Arteta, for the players. I mean, it was really nice to watch, all right. And good thing, they even won their final game. They beat Crystal Palace. I thought it was going to be some headache for them, but I mean, congratulations to them. Like I said in my last video, it was well deserved. It means a lot to them. It means a lot to the players. Many of them are young. To have won the Premier League really says a lot about what hard work can do. But beyond the fact that Arsenal were handed over their trophy yesterday, it was a whole lot of emotions in the final game of the Premier League. From coaches that left, they said goodbyes to their players, to their supporters, to players that also left their clubs, to the clubs that were officially confirmed to have gone to relegation. All right, so 3 clubs have officially been relegated. So that's talking about West Ham. Very sadly, I didn't see that coming, to be very honest. Initially it was between West Ham, Tottenham. They were the ones that were really dragging it. But West Ham has finally been relegated. Burnley has also been relegated, and then Wolves has also been relegated. So 3 of them will not be playing in the Premier League next season. In their place, 3 other teams will also be coming up into the Premier League next season. That's a very sad one. And talking about coaches that left their clubs, so they said goodbyes to their fans. Pep Guardiola, it's not even today. The signs have always been there that he was going to leave by the end of this season, and that was regardless of whether or not they win the Premier League. All right, so Pep Guardiola said goodbye to Man City yesterday. He's one very fantastic manager that the club would really miss. And I know you're aware that Enzo Maresca, that's talking about Chelsea's former manager, will be replacing him. So people have been questioning whether he's going to be as successful as Pep was at Man City, because you can't take that away from Pep. He was really, really successful. I think that in Premier League history, after Alex Ferguson and maybe Arsene Wenger, Pep Guardiola is like the next big manager. So he's really going to be missed. His drama, how he celebrates, how he gets to talk to players and all of that, we're really going to miss that. And then I think Bournemouth coach also left. I'm talking about Areola. And then I think there's another coach that also left yesterday. So it was a mix of emotions. So you have Arsenal celebrating their EPL trophy on the one end, and then you have coaches having to say goodbye to their clubs, and players as well. The big name being Mohamed Salah. He also said goodbye to the fans yesterday. There were pictures and videos of him really crying. It was a very emotional one for him. But from the beginning of the season, we already knew that he was going to leave Liverpool. Right from that point when they had that whole controversy that he was no longer being featured. So people started making comments and saying that he's most likely going to be leaving for Saudi. And so yesterday he finally said goodbye to the fans. Another emotional one, because of course we know how very passionate he was for Liverpool, how he gave everything to the club, how he scored goals, how he made contributions and all of that. So he's really going to be missed. He's going to be missed, the Egyptian king. Congratulations to him for all that he achieved at the club. And then Man City also had some players who left. That's talking about Bernardo Silva, another great player. I think John Stones also left as well. So these guys are really going to be missed. And then Manchester United also had its own share. Malacia, even though he's not really been featuring so much for the club, also said goodbye to Manchester United yesterday. So I mean, that was pretty much how the season ended. Right. So like I said, while Arsenal and their fans were busy jumping and celebrating the trophy, you had people shedding tears of joy, because I mean it's more like a profession. The fact that these players were shedding tears just shows you how the extent of connection they've really been able to build, with the fans and the club. Of course, that's why it was a very emotional moment for them. And there's this video I saw, I mean, it really made me happy. And that's a video of, I think it was Ebere Eze, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, and one other player, So I think it was he ahead of the trophy presentation yesterday. So they just took, a casual walk to the Arsenal stadium. In an interview, Declan Rice clearly pointed out that, beyond the fact that they are players, they are also guys. So they needed to go out and really sort of connect with fans. And it was really beautiful to see. I saw Eze, he was all smiles. I mean, he's one guy I've always liked. I mean, I like his personality, such an easygoing guy. Declan Rice, good guy. I mean, I really enjoyed watching it. And then something I was going to forget. That was decided I forget this one, but don't vex me. Bruno Fernandes finally broke the record for the highest assist of the season. Before now he basically just got to 20, like Thierry Henry, Kevin De Bruyne, but then he broke it. He provided another assist in Manchester United's 3-0 victory against Brighton. He also scored a goal, so he takes his tally to 9 goals so far this season. That guy he's just out of this world. Because he broke the record, he now won the Playmaker of the Season award yesterday again. This guy, in awards this season, he done too much, Jerry. Yeah, so he won that award. And then Haaland also won, of course, the highest goal scorer of the season. And then David Raya also won the Golden Gloves, because of the number of clean sheets that he kept so far this season. So congratulations to all of them, but particularly Bruno Fernandes, because that guy is he's just too blessed. I mean, I know I said it in my last video that every single player has a season that they are meant to shine. So this is Bruno Fernandes' season. And then there's this video I watched where he was, speaking to the players, after he won the player of the season in the Premier League. He actually told them, and I mean, it was one statement he made that really showed the kind of leader that he was. He told them that, fine, it's an individual award, but it wouldn't have been possible if it was not for the collective efforts, of all team members. So that just tells you that he's such a great leader. And I mean, that's why many of the players, like him. I believe that, he's made such an impact in many of their lives. I mean, he's such a humble guy. All right. So congratulations to him. I mean, I wish him more wins, in his career. And I really do hope that he would be at Manchester United and watch the team, win trophies, because he's really sacrificed a lot for the club. All right. So on to the next one. We'll be waiting to see what happens, on the 30th of this month. That's talking about the Champions League final between Arsenal and PSG. It promises to be really interesting. And then after that, of course, we'll be proceeding to the World Cup, which begins in June, I think on the 11th or so. All right. So just share your thoughts about these final matches. And by the way, all 20 clubs played at the same time, and that's how it's usually done. All of them played at the same time, and then we got to know those who finally solidified their place in the Champions League top 4, those who will be going for the Europa League, those who will be going for the Conference League, and then very sadly for Chelsea, at least they finished in the top 10. They are in that 10th position, and good a thing they already have a new manager, Xavi Alonso. I will just wait to see what happens next season, and I feel like he's going to be really demanding his own set of players, or maybe he might just work with these ones and then see what happens. All right, so just share your thoughts on the comment section. Which of the moments was outstanding for you yesterday? Was it when Mohamed Salah bid farewell to Liverpool, or was it when Arsenal were handed over their trophy? And by the way, Omo, there's nothing I didn't see yesterday. So Arsenal fans organized events. They were in the streets to celebrate the trophy. Now these people will not kill somebody. I even saw those that even went to church to give Thanksgiving. I mean, I was really expecting it, but I mean, it makes everything really interesting. It just shows you that in football, there are really no hard feelings. Of course, that's one thing I love about the game of football. It's just about excitement, happiness, banters here and there. So like I said, share your thoughts in the comment section. Which of the moments was most exciting for you yesterday? Is it the coaches that announced that they were leaving, the players that announced that they were leaving, or Arsenal, finally being handed over, their trophy? Thank you very much for watching. As always, bye for now.